By now, many of you may have heard of or have used OpenAI's O1 or DeepSeek's R1 model. Now, as you can imagine, these models are very different than the simple LLMs that came before it. These are reasoning models. There's a chain of thought. They're able to go and spin up dozens of different LLM calls to get additional context from the web, as well as additional context from data that you've uploaded in order to answer a very complex query. So think of these as like deep researchers that are going and doing additional work to get additional information in order to answer your initial question. As a consumer, that's pretty powerful, but it's even more powerful in the world of enterprise. And with our platform, Agentflow, we're designing outcomes for knowledge workers with these new reasoning, these new chain of thought models in mind. A lot of our work is now spanning even investment banking, where we have investment bankers that need to go and generate pitch books. But the challenge that they face is that there is a combination of public web data that they need to go and research against, as well as third-party data that they want to access, and perhaps also documents that they've uploaded in the forms of PDFs, PowerPoint slides, maybe emails and such, transcripts, of course, and they want to commingle all that information. So having an O1 or R1 experience that's not just generalized, not just doing just generic public web search, but really tailored to the work that investment banking team does in generating the types of pitch books that they're accustomed to designing, using the data sources that they want to use in the investment banking space, that's really important. So this is a more enterprise ready, enterprise tailored, even perhaps company and department tailored version of doing deep research. And that's the request that a lot of companies have on the investment banking side, as well as private equity firms that come to us and also want to do additional research off of our platform. And that's the experience that we're powering through our platform called Agentflow, is to help deliver really good enterprise grade experiences, delivering basically the tooling that you see as a consumer available to you, but in the form that is secure, private, and robust for someone like an investment banker to use, which is a very complex role in a very complex space, performing work that is very compensated, but also very regulated. And so that's essentially what we're after, is how do you go and make it possible to design these digital colleagues to do very complex work with all the regulatory scrutiny to assist players like investment bankers in the work that they need to get done. And ultimately, this is where we see the future of AI. It's AI making the lives of humans easier so they could be their best versions of themselves, being more productive, more efficient, and frankly, being more human in the process.